Howdy, y'all!
I can't believe it. I actually made it. I can actually see Guarma. If you want to know the route I took to avoid black screens, keep watching. It's your friendly gamer neighbor TMAD, and let's get into the video.
Due to mature adult content, parental discretion.
So to get things started, you're going to want to make your way over here towards XP Island, as we call it. And our destination is going to be, we're going to head upriver. The second step is, if you have your controls set to standard first person in first person mode, you want to go ahead and switch it over to standard and not standard first person. Reason being is because we need to be able to use the X button to run. So now you got that part taken care of, back out, and then go ahead and go into first person. Then you want to go ahead and draw a weapon and hold L2 to aim the weapon, and use the X button to move your character around at the same time, and get practice on finding a slope that you can slide off of. Your character must be in a slide animation in order for this to work. So once you find a slope that your character can enter into the slide animation, you're gonna have to combine L2, X, and push both analogs in any direction. You can refer to this hand cam footage on how I position my fingers in order to pull this off. Quick note, the hand cam is not in sync and it's for quick reference only. Once you figured out where you need to be, point your guns in the direction you want to go. As you can see, I'm pointed in the direction where I want to go. And as soon as my character slides, I held L2, X, and as you can see, the analogs are pushed outward in any direction. To be honest, up down is comfortable for me, but it really doesn't matter which way you push them. You're gonna hold this until you get across, and then you can go ahead and release once you're on land. And then to get upriver, you're gonna have to do this again, but for a longer period of time. So for this one, go ahead and fortify your cores. If your stamina drains, it's okay. You will not die, you will not drown. Okay, so once again, draw your weapon and try to aim your character to slide where I'm firing my weapon currently. Alright, go ahead and put your waypoint upriver where I have it, and once you reach there, you're gonna go ahead and put a marker down just like I shown right there as well. So just like I shown in the hand cam footage, hold L2, X, and as soon as your character starts to slide, push the analogs in any direction that's comfortable for you. You're gonna hold this position and not let up on any of these 4 buttons until you reach the middle to where you've reached your waypoint about where I positioned it. Now the next way to determine when you're safe, you can see my stamina core is drained, but as I start to reach the area where I'm about to be safe, my stamina core will start regaining on the outer core again. This is when I know I can let up off the buttons, and right there, voila, I'm standing underwater. Hey guys, look, I'm firing a weapon underwater. Woohoo! I can run underwater.
Yeah, get it.
Okay, so go ahead and walk a little more upriver, but not too far, because the water properties will activate again and you will drown if you do go too far. You can set a marker here for future reference and go ahead and set your waypoint to the right. Go ahead and fortify your stamina core and prepare to swim for your life. Now that you've fortified your core, start running towards your waypoint, and then you're gonna come up to water eventually, and you're gonna have to swim for your life, man. Swim, swim, swim as fast as you can.
Whew, that was a close one.
So if you want to continue on foot here, go ahead and skip to 5 minutes and 50 seconds of the video. However, if you want to go get a horse, you're gonna go ahead and swim your way over to the opposite shore and make your way up around the map to where the location where I have my markers set. Once you've made your way over there, go ahead and start looking around for a horse. If they're not there and they haven't spawned in yet, just go ahead and rest and walk away from the controller for like 10 minutes. Open, your catalog so you don't time yourself out if you're there longer. And then once you close your catalog, start roaming around and searching the area once again, as you can see here on my map, and eventually you will find yourself a horse. So once you have found yourself a horse, go ahead and make your way back over to the river and start heading over to the left side of the river towards Layer Lake, I like to call it. just because it's all glitchy and shit. I mean, you think this is weird, wait until later in the video. Go ahead and fortify the horse's core as much as you can. If you got some classic oatmeal cakes or something like that can gold fortify it, the more the better. Once you made your way far enough to where this location here I'm showing, you can go ahead and mark it yourself. You're then going to go ahead and make sure the horse's core is fortified like I said, and get ready for your trek across the water. Now your horse may start to feel like it wants to give out about halfway through. Just keep pushing, keep calming the horse. Do not try to force the horse any faster than it needs to go. It may buck you off towards the end, that's fine, but it'll swim up towards shore. Just hop back on the horse, tell it's a good boy, and then carry on your way. Now that you made it across, start heading east to the north and south polyline. Once you reach the north and south polyline, you're going to start heading south. So to save on time, I've fast forwarded this as fast as I can. So basically, you're about to see my horse Quicksilver go into lightning speed. Alright, let's go, boy. So just keep checking on your map every now and then. Keep making sure you're going in the right direction. And I will see you guys when I reach the east and west polyline. Alright, boy, let's see how fast you can really go. Would you believe this video started off first at 74 minutes? I managed to cut it down to 14 minutes. And by the way, if you get any value from this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. So now you made it to the east and west polyline, go ahead and mark the location. That way you can come back here for future reference and know that way you don't fall off the edge of the map. The world is flat in Red Dead Online. Now make your way west all the way to the end till you reach the land where it's going to start making you walk up in the air. That way you know you're there. Alright, so we're here. So from here you can go ahead and call in your own personal horse if you made it over here by foot. If you want to go ahead and just switch to your personal horse, you can go ahead and call that one in. If your horse is on the ground while you're elevated, just call in a different horse at any time and you'll be alright. You can also invite your friends at this point. So as you can see, I have one friend named Butter Campy spawning in on me. He's gonna go ahead and join me on this trip to Guarma. If this is something you're interested in doing and you just can't get the slide glitch down, make sure you share this video with a friend. That way they can get here and then invite you in. Or you can come join my live streams, streaming every Saturday for Saturday Night Shenanigans. I stream every Friday and Saturday evening, generally starting anywhere between 9 and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, if you're interested in watching me play other games, you can come join up on me on some Sunday nights, same time, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is where we'll be starting. I'm currently streaming Little Nightmares over there. So if you're interested in that type of horror game, please come join up on me. It'll be a lot of fun. You can watch me react and almost shit myself. Alright, so from here you're going to want to go ahead and make your way southwest this whole direction. Place markers on the map as much as you can along the way until you can't place them anymore. Continue your journey southwest once you've hit a beach. You'll notice when you hit the beach because it'll look like there's a big ass frickin' tsunami in front of you. Butter Campy is the one that pointed that one out. Like, oh man dude, this place is such a trip. It really is. But hey, we're not even close to Guarma yet. You guys may think we're in Guarma. Nope, we're not even close. We gotta continue our way down. To be honest, technically we're still on the outskirts of Guarma. Continue southwest until you get basically to the ocean to where you can't travel on land anymore. There's gonna be sections of land where you're gonna walk into it and you're like, oh, I'm sketch. To be honest, the whole way is sketchy. If it gets dark, my suggestion is just hang around until it becomes daylight because it's actually pretty hard to see to get around this place. If you do come here with a group of friends, just note that sometimes you may get pushed to a different server based on a network error. A lot of areas out here are going to seem sketchy just because of the whole low poly thing going on. But you're just going to continue southeast until you basically can't ride anymore and it just is like straight ocean underneath you. If thunderstorms do happen at any point, just note that visibility is going to be rough and you may get struck by lightning, more likely out here. So once I couldn't really go towards the eastern side anymore, I started to head towards the southwest, basically because the ocean was looping around. So as I made my way southwest more and a little bit further, I had caught a glimpse of an island. So I then climbed a little higher to get a better view, and I couldn't believe what I was staring at through my scope. Is this the forbidden island that we're all told that we can't go to in Red Dead Online? At this point, there was only one thing to do. So as I came out of the start menu, I looked behind me, and what do you know? Guarma, in the flesh, the island underneath the map. After an hour and a half of riding, there was only one direction to go. Make my way towards the island. So I started pushing onward towards the island, and the ground had disappeared out from under me. And to be honest, I was genuinely freaked out. So as I'm riding down the mountain here, I'm learning that the land is dissipating as I go, but it's invisible and it's still solid and my horse could run on it. If you did get off your horse, you will fall into the water. I recommend at this point, do not get off your horse at all. Otherwise, you're gonna have to start this long-ass journey all over again. So I headed a little bit more west to see if I could get a better route going down, that maybe I wasn't seeing how the mountain was ending. So once again, started pushing forward again towards the island, and eventually got down to the water to where I couldn't get back up. Now at this point, I was genuinely concerned that I was going to fall off at any point in the map or get black screened at any point. When I had touched the water, I retreated back to see if I could continue west, and so I did. So as I was trying to troubleshoot where to go next, eventually I came to a point where, hey, it's all or nothing. As I'm looking at the island I destined and longed to be at, the island that content creators, glitchers, gamers tried to get to for almost the last 2 years. The island that Rockstar has patched countless times with black screens to prevent players from reaching. I knew my efforts weren't all for nothing, but I started to feel like the trip was a waste. I was about to be proven wrong, dead wrong. So I noticed that the line in the ocean had changed up a bit. This was going to be my new destination, to try to get over to what looked like to be a beach. So once I got down to the water, I tried to retreat back up to see if I could go further west, and was unable to do so. At this point, I believe I was trapped and I couldn't figure out how to get over to the island. I knew which direction the island was, but I had completely lost track of it. At this point, I only had two choices: water or the white abyss in front of me. So basically death or death. Or I actually might get respawned on Guarma. This was the first time I was experiencing this. This is the first time I was testing this. This is how far I've gotten. I did test it after this video another time, and I did make it the same amount of distance, but ended up getting black screen because I chose a slightly different route. So as I'm approaching the white void, I see plant life, and I'm like, this has gotta be the way. There's only one way to find out. I continue on forward. I fell, and boom, to my death. So as my screen is loading, I get a quick glimpse of it, and I literally actually made it to Guarma. Now I may have only spawned there for a brief second before getting respawned in Saint Denis, but check out the still image yourself. So did I make it to Guarma? I'll let y'all be the judge. Go try it yourself. If y'all found any value in this video, please do me a favor and hit the like button. And if you're new around here, please consider subscribing to the channel. It's your friendly gaming neighbor TMAD, and I'm out. Peace.
Kick it out, bye, Dad.